most important touristic destinations, Stardust Diner, where all the waiters are singing. It's very famous. It was always full. It was always booked in advance. So you usually had to wait a long lines from here. But as you see right now, no one is going here. No one is here right now. Nothing is going on right now. We are right in the middle of everything right now. As many of you will remember, if you were here as a tourist once, Broadway goes down to Times Square right now. We're almost there. We just crossed the 49th Street. Coming up to 48th Street. We're going down the downtown. Yeah, as you all know, Times Square is about the LED screen, giant size screens for advertisements. And food carts, of course, one of the part of the New York City. To be exact, Times Square starts when you head downtown. Times Square starts 47th Street and goes all the way down to 42nd Street. There is a junction between Broadway and 7th Avenue. These two streets can cross each other between 47th and 42nd Street. These 5 blocks make a square, and this square called Times Square. This is a very famous ticket desk. Of course, they are closed too. This is where you can find the last-minute tickets for Broadway shows. We're just going to step in Times Square. Let's go. Yeah, there you can see. course, this ticket booth is under this very famous red squares of Times Square. You can see the very typical dances of the people. They're dancing in Times Square. Wow, that's a nice one. Wow. Let's hang out a little bit in this square. These stairs are closed too. We can't step in. It's closed over here, like everywhere. I don't know why. I believe a couple of days ago it was open here. We could have go up there and we could have took a look around the city from there. But it's okay. You still can see a lot of things from here too. And this is a very famous Coca-Cola advertisement. This sign is here almost lifelong. As long as Times Square was here, this Coca-Cola sign was here too. But it wasn't with LED before, of course. We're right in the middle of Times Square right now. Heading down again. This square was supposed to be thousands of people right now. It's Saturday, it's noon time, but it's only local tourists. The forest tourists are just from other states of the United States, but there is no tourists from Europe or other countries in the world. That's not something we used to see here. But believe me guys, I've seen this Times Square so empty. Literally no one in this square during these very hard times of COVID in the middle of March and April. It was not any car, it was no any single person walking on the street except for police or firefighters. To see this amount of people is always good for us because that's what we always look for it. That's what we always want. And this is the famous naked cowboy. Hi there.
Oh, the naked cowboy.
Thank you. Thank you. And these are the classic Times Square heroes. These heroes are always here. Once we can see them on Times Square, it means something is starting. It means something is starting because they're here always for tips. They work on tips. They live on tips. All right. Let's take another look around. Those who have been here before will definitely remember all these buildings and businesses here. And here's the ABC studios on the left hand side. Everywhere are LED signs as usual. We keep going down. Oh, it's here. You see the ball? This ball is, you know, this ball is for the New Year's Eve. They taken this ball all the way up on the top of this pole, and it drops right in the middle of the night. When it hits 12 in the middle of the night, this ball drops down again, and everybody is so happy in really cold weather waiting here to celebrate it. That's how it is. One another thing is that you can realize, like the rest of the world, everybody is wearing masks right now. Actually, New Yorkers are doing great because we learned it hard way, how to protect ourselves from this illness, this virus, this coronavirus. It's been one of the most risky city in the world during the peak times of the coronavirus. Right now, after all these precautions and everything, New York City is considered one of the safest places in entire United States. And New York City has all the travel advisory from the other states that are coming to New York. When you are traveling to New York from the high risk of COVID places, you have to stay indoors for 14 days quarantine to be self-quarantined. Alright. This is a famous American flag right in the middle of the Times Square. And the New York Police Department office is also here. And this is the H&M building. Here is the Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Rock Cafe is literally empty. There is no one here right now. This is also something that we're not used to see so often. There must be lines over here outside of the building to have a lunch or dinner inside. Cabs and yellow cabs. These are the typical New York stops. These stops are real typical for New York. Alright, heading down even more. We're on 43rd Street now and coming down to 42nd. And once we'll be in 42nd, you have to make a right turn towards the 8th Avenue. another advertisement sign over here. It's not a LED right now, but they made it in a way in order to attract the attention for the people. It's about New York landmarks, firefighters, Statue of Liberty. It's all about New York. Okay, now we're on 42nd Street now, heading west on 42nd. We just left 7th Avenue and heading west to 8th Avenue. All Broadway shows, all the theaters, very important ones, very famous ones are here. This is the New Amsterdam Theater. Lastly, used to play here Aladdin. The sign's still over there, you can see. And right across the street is the Harry Potter show. Used to be here. It's gonna still be there, but we all are waiting for reopening, completely reopening. I don't know whenever it's gonna be happening, but that's what we all want. We all want to get back normal. Here's the biggest, another famous game. Another famous show. One of the upsetting thing is this Hilton Times Square. I lately heard on the news that it's going to close permanently. One of the busiest hotels. How unfortunate is this? It has a small entrance, but it has all the way up this building. Now heading back to 8th Avenue. This is the hat store, very famous hat store, and Dallas Barbecue. Dallas Barbecue has this is how the restaurants look like right now in New York City. There's no indoor dining, everyone is eating outside. But still you have to wait long lines in the evenings for the dinner. Lunchtime is okay, so far. Yeah, most of the hotels are closed right now, but most of them are temporary closed, not permanently like the Hilton Times Square. Actually, Hilton has bigger hotel in the Midtown, other side of the Times Square. Yeah, that's one of my favorite burger store, Five Guys. I will give 5 stars for chain burgers, for chain burger restaurant. Alright, we just arrived at 8th Avenue right now. 8th Avenue and 42nd Street. This intersection is also famous. It's just because of this building ahead of us. This building is an entire block It's Port Authority. This building is dedicated for interstate bus terminal. All kind of bus companies are having their offices and pick up and drop off stations upstairs. This is 2-3 floor complex building just for the interstate buses, interstate traveling. The buses, when they are departing from here, they never come to the busy New York traffic. They immediately got into the Lincoln Tunnel on the other side, on the west side of the city, and they just go immediately to New Jersey and they leave New York City without causing the traffic. Alright, I don't know what these people are waiting for, but they're waiting for something. Alright, Auntie Annie's, cinnamons. Cinnamons are also very famous here in New York. Very nice, very tasty cinnamon rolls. European cafe. It's a European cafe actually. Alright, we are on 8th Avenue and heading north again. We're on 8th Avenue and 43rd Street right now. Alright, other streets between 8th Avenue and 7th Avenue, and the 7th Avenue means at 43rd Street, also Times Square. Already. I don't know these times. I don't know why this Starbucks is closed, but usual Starbucks are all open now. Many of the restaurants are back in the business. Of course, no indoor dining right now. Only outside in front of the building. The problem is when it rains. Many of them has their canopies on top of the tables, but right now they can somehow survive somehow. But the problem is gonna be in the winter times when the weather is gonna be really cold here. I'm sure they're gonna think about the heating systems as well, but I don't know exactly. We're gonna wait and see what's gonna happen. One of the other busiest hotels on the back side of Times Square on 8th Avenue, the Row Hotel, Row NYC is here. And as you can see, hotel is not working completely. There's only one door for limited amount of customers, and the rest of the two doors are blocked with the wooden stuff. Many of the businesses has wooden protections against the looting. In last month, had a lot of things were going on in the city. It was all about this George Floyd protesting. All right. And Rio Plaza, New York, Times Square. This hotel is also very busy usually used to be busy hotel, but it's closed as you can see. The entrance is in the 46th Street here, but no one is around there. Alright, and look down to 8th Avenue and have a look the upside of the 8th Avenue. You all can notice that there is no traffic. This is nothing for New York City, believe me. This is nothing. This, after the red light coming up cars, this is not a traffic. This is just a joke for New York City. But it is something. It used to be no cars on the street. But right now, it's awakening. I hope it's gonna come back soon to normal. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this small city tour. I decided to make this video especially for those who are not able to come right now to New York to see. And I decided to bring New York City to your cell phones and computers in front of you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you really liked it, please leave a comment and subscribe my channel and give a like. Thank you. See you next video. Bye bye.